walks in beauty, like the night of cloudless climes and starry skies, and all that's best of dark and bright meet in her aspect and her eyes, thus mellow to that tender light which heaven to gaudy day denies.
One shade the more, one ray the less, had half impaired the nameless grace, which waves in every raven tress, or softly lightens o'er her face, where thoughts serenely sweet express how pure, how dear their dwelling place.
And on that cheek and over that brow, so soft, so calm, yet eloquent, the smiles that win, the tints that glow, and tell of days in goodness spent, a mind at peace with all below, a heart whose love is innocent.
Walks in beauty like the light of cloudless climes and starry skies, and all that's best of dark and bright, and in her aspect.
Ada.
Yes, what? Ready? No! Are you ready? Because I am. What?
You are talking too much. Makes the rest of us uncomfortable.
Sorry. Is it the dress? I hate this dress, or dresses. As a concept, they are irrationally cumbersome and weighty in their diaphanous-ness.
What did I just say?
Words, too many. Sorry.
Ada?
Yes?
What are you reading?
Nothing! Maths! The new tutor suggested I work on a geometric progression, but I'd rather focus on the factorization of primes.
What are you reading? Daughter, we have so much against us already.
I'm so sorry, Mother.
I don't think you are. I think you enjoy this party. I think it lights you up, and I think it fuels you.
I didn't mean I just found it. I didn't know it was there.
Deception and defiance is at your core.
Oh, Mother, please.
You know how I come to know this?
Mother, please.
Because he is rooted in you. You cannot help it, you are his daughter.
No, I cannot. Which is why I likewise cannot help my curiosity about him.
Know that he left you like any harlot he was done with.
Mother!
Darling, if that shocks you, I drop the curiosity where it stands. Your father poisoned every pond he passed. He left wreckage and desperation and depravity with his every step. And I defied him, I did, for you. Now I know you think you're very modern, dear, but what I had to do for you, now that was unheard of. Women do not leave their husbands even when their husbands are philandering, ne'er-do-well, erotic obsessives.
You said he left us.
He did, to wander the world from bed to bed. And if I had not acted in the way I did, to protect you fully and completely, you would have been taken from me and forced into your father's life. I fought for you in the courts and in the press. And what did he do? He died, sick and alone, mocked and sunk in the thought that no one loved him enough to save him from himself. Does that sound heroic? The genius romantic. And yet the world gives him power through obsession.
He doesn't have any power. He's dead.
That is power. Dead a decade and still haunts us with rumors vile and sticky. It's a constant downpour.
He's gone. Why shield me from him any longer?
Not from him, from his nature in you.
I know what they say about him.
Good. They're all true. The darker, the truer.
They say that he was great. Dark, yes, but a great genius of our age.
Do not idealize him.
That's what we do with genius, and I hope there is some of that genius in me. I would better like to be dark and genius than sunny and useless.
You underestimate the vileness of his damage. Do not think that his darkness was part of his genius. It cut about them. Don't be an idiot, darling. It's about a shivering bit of flesh from before you were born. I'm sure he abandoned her as soon as the lines were penned, like you. Paste your name in a few lines, call it love, and never be seen again.
What lines? My name and his lines?
Canto 3. All for show, of course, to lighten his image after he sailed away from you, never to return. Who would abandon a child they loved? Who would fill a young girl's life with rumor and scandal she could not ever escape? Once you're married and you can't mess up your life any further, I will answer any question you have about him. But not before. It's hard enough to find a man of worth to marry a strange girl, but more so with your very public lineage.
You married him, not I.
And when I see his instincts in yours, I cringe, I weep, and I long for the power to rip him from your fire. But tonight we will give them nothing to whisper except compliments for your beauty, your grace, and your deference. Tonight we prove our poise, don't we?
Is this your debut or mine?
None of that cheek, my dear, it simply won't do.
Yes, ma'am, I'm sorry.
Good. Foster.
Yes.
Spin. Your tutor tells me you almost finished the second book in the calculus series.
Yes, he is competent, but not very interesting.
Then let's try not to elope with this one, shall we?
That was just one!
For you, the difference between 0 and 1 is the entire world. Now, there shall be no more talks of tutors nor maths for the rest of the evening.
I'm not allowed to discuss maths at the party.
Absolutely not.
But Mr. Babbitt is the Lucasian chair of mathematics.
I know who he is.
And Mrs. Somerville, she has written tomes.
You are not there to discuss her tomes. You are there to find a husband.
Then why have we tutored in maths since I can talk and not let me talk about it?
Because maths is the opposite of passion. It was necessary to direct your focus and keep you uncorrupted.
And despite your studies, he corrupted you.
I will strike you once more if you speak to me in that manner.
And perhaps this time I will strike back.
There he is. Right there. Under your skin. What does that feel like? Sickness? Itch? That's why they look at you, Ada. Why they whisper. They wait to see you fall as he did. Fall into beds, into debt, into depravity, a complete description of which I have spared you thus far. And you will do well to swallow back any bit of his steam, or you will be lost to it and die as he did, alone and unloved. That is your future. If you do not present yourself a lady, find a husband with titles and diminish your temper. I think we're ready now.
Is thy face like thy mother's, my fair child? Ada, sole daughter of my house and heart. When last I saw thy own wives, they smiled, and then we parted, not as now we part, but with a hope, awaking with a start.
Friends, why don't we gather? Thank you. Welcome, and again, many thanks for your attendance tonight. For those so compelled, I offer you a glimpse at the much-discussed, if you stand next to me, difference engine. It's only a small model, but will soon be a machine of cogs and wheels the size of a carriage. Now, this machine does not dance nor turn like some mechanical curiosities of our age, some of which you can see in the parlor. No, this machine calculates. But what it calculates, and the speed and accuracy with which it calculates, can save men thousands of hours and errors. The flawless mathematical tables were produced by the simple turn of a crank, who revolutionized navigation, industry, finance, all made better, faster, more perfect. I can bore you with the technical details, but for those ready to get back to dancing, know this. When it is manifest, and soon it will be, thanks to your government's generous funding, the world will know a new way of knowing. Now, someone should hand me my rum so I stop ruining a perfectly good party.
Mr. Babbage! Hello! Your machine. May I ask what order of polynomial it can manage?
Certainly, my dear. This model can process to the third.
The third,
Well, just a model, a fragment. The final engine evaluates to the seventh.
Seventh order. Now that's more impressive, isn't it?
I certainly think so. And if you care to know, the final engine would have 31 digit accuracy.
31! Oh, what a prime! I do so love prime numbers, don't you? Lonely, odd little things.
A description usually reserved for inventors like myself.
Oh, you are no lonely inventor, Mr. Babbage. You are a titan of intellect, a genius. Are you not that, Mr. Babbage?
My pride might say yes, but my propriety must decline that very kind praise. Did you mention your name, my dear?
No. Which archetype processes does the engine employ for calculation? Does it multiply?
Oh, no. A machine that can multiply is a far-fetched thing. The complexity would overwhelm any engine. No, the difference engine employs a quite useful method for calculating the value of a polynomial using only addition. The method of
finite differences. That's brilliant. You can calculate the entire series using only addition. Well done, sir. I've heard many times of your great mind, and I finally see its description was accurate.
That is too kind of you, miss.
It's not kind, it's true. You know, some people mistake charm for brilliance. I don't.
That's a welcome quality in a lady. It should keep you out of trouble.
It hasn't yet. I think we should be friends.
Then I think we should meet. Officially. Charles Babbage.
Of course I know you and your work, and now your house. Thank you again for the party.
And your name, my dear?
Oh. Well, I'm Ada.
Ada whom?
Byron.
Byron?
Not that Byron.
Lord Byron?
No. Yes. Excuse me.
You're Mary Somerville's friend, the young mathematician.
That I am.
She speaks very highly of you. She doesn't do that about many people.
Not many people deserve her praise.
Indeed. A pleasure to make your acquaintance, Miss Byron.
I'm certain that my pleasure is greater. It seems to me that the main difficulty in producing useful mathematical tables is accounting for human error in the transcription of them. I find mountains of errors constantly, and I imagine it's not the calculation that is incorrect, but the copying.
The copying! Yes, exactly my thought, which led me to a simple solution for eliminating such error.
Corporal punishment.
No. A printer.
Printer?
Automatic and attached. All the values are recorded directly after calculation, press and play, by the machine itself. No man's hands touched it, which means...
Error-free calculating. Mr. Babbage, I think you may have become in this very moment the single most interesting person I have ever met.
How old are you, Miss Byron?
18.
Then you've got time yet to find better.
Or perhaps I'll just have to get to know you better. May I write to you? I tend to be presumptuous, but you see I'm terribly good at maths and terribly bored at everything else, and I sent your depth of wisdom, and if you'd accept my correspondence, I would be most excited. Of course, I understand you're busy, which of course you are, and I'm a girl of little use to you, of course I am.
No, my dear, no. I will admit I do not often say this to many 18-year-old socialites, but I look forward to our conversation. Many of them.
Yes, many. Please, many. Also, I play piano. I'm quite good.
Is that right?
Yes, music and mathematics share a language, I find. Though I also find a kind of delicious magic in music. Its ability to transport one to a most free and full place of feeling with just a few bars. I will not deny that I live for the times when I am either at my desk in study or at the keys in song. All else fades away. Freedom can look quite caged from the outside, but it's really in the mind, don't you think?
Ada, my dear.
Oh, God.
Is someone calling you?
My mother, I lost script.
Ava, my dear.
Your mother dancing, just dancing.
I do believe you're missing a key element of the waltz.
Indeed we are. You must
The music is in our minds, mother, an experiment in timing.
You must be Lady Byron. Good evening.
Good evening to you, sir, and I apologize for the experiment my daughter has inflicted upon you, our generous host.
Not at all, Lady Byron. I am in your debt for the company. Your daughter is a compliment to your tutelage and taste, madam.
That is very kind praise, and I'm terribly sorry to be leaving you, but Lord Lovelace has requested a dance.
Oh, who?
Lord William Lovelace, and you have accepted his request.
Have I?
Yes, and Mr. Babbage has an entire house of guests to attend to.
There is truly no trouble.
The trouble is I'm supposed to be finding a husband.
A worthy pursuit?
And if only Mr. Babbage were slightly younger, I'd be thinking you were making progress at that age.
Oh, mother! That's not all that mother!
Well, Lady Byron, age cannot be helped, can it?
I do so look forward to corresponding, Mr. Babbage.
As do I, Miss Byron. Enjoy the party.
Ada.
I did not talk about that.
I have a book analyzing Riemann and the distribution of prime numbers that after our conversation I'm certain you'll enjoy, Miss Byron. I'll send it over tomorrow. Good evening, ladies.
It was only prime.
If I may, sir, my daughter's life is besmirched by gossips and a wilder side to her character that she does not heed. She needs a great man like you to speak on her behalf to young men with titles and property. She will fall to a graceless fate if she does not marry well.
She looks graceful to me.
I do think she looks happy with that one. Don't you?
Miss Ada Byron, I do hope you won't delay in attending another of my salons. I am sending over designs for the different sections for your perusal until our conversation continues. Maybe soon.
Mr. Charles Babbage, I must thank you for your letter, your invitation, and the unexpected kindness in sending the account of your machine. I look forward to pestering you with questions and another dance, perhaps this time with music.
Miss Byron, will you join Mrs. Somerville to dine with me next week?
Mr. Babbage, I am desperate to see you, and it might not wait till the next week. I am afraid that when an idea comes in my way, I have no regard for time, space, or ordinary obstacles. Yours,
Dear Miss Byron, I'd very much like to call upon you this week at your convenience. I have thought fondly upon our dance. Yours.
yours.
My dear Mrs. Somerville, it was with great interest that I read your newest dissertation to the mechanism of the heavens. I do hope we will discuss this in full at our dinner tomorrow. Am I to expect Miss Byron as well? And her mother? Either way, I have much to discuss after today's meeting with the Prime Minister about the engine. Yours? I swear to God! These crooked, idiotic ministers, these bastards, these vampires of industry, that's what they are. They are leeching the soul and sense out of this country.
Charles, really? You're yelping like a wounded animal.
They took my funding, Mary, and if the government thinks they'll get this engine without it, they don't realize the enemy they made in me.
The government has given you more money than the Navy, and all they have seen is an abacus with a crank you show up at your parties. You have to give them something.
I did! A model! It proves that the concept works. Now, I need that funding to finish the real engine, but to say because I haven't finished it, they won't give me the funding!
It's a loop of logic.
It's a little blasted logic!
It's bureaucracy, Charles. You were the one who got in bed with the government. Sink into spite or fly. It's your choice.
Nothing is my choice. Not anymore.
Oh, there's always a choice, Charles. Start over, start again. Do something else. All choices.
He can't abandon the engine. It will change the world.
If the world is ready for change. It's usually not.
The fact that the engine won't be built because of some ludicrous political luddite who can't see the future and thus digs in his heels to prevent it from arriving is why I much prefer automatons to people.
If we wanted melodrama, we would have gone to the opera. Settle yourself.
It must be built.
It will. It must.
If the government won't fund it, then I will do it myself.
Or with me. Take my money, please.
Good Lord! Your mother wouldn't hear of such a thing.
I have a dowry.
Which is for your husband.
But I don't have one, nor do I rather see the point. They seem at best to be boring and at worst to be cruel or tragic or syphilitic. I shall be a bride of science. Babbage is lending his designs for his engine, and I marvel at them, not at their ingenuity, but at the fact that we're waiting so long to bring it into existence. I want to help that happen. Let me.
Thank you, my dear. I can't let you do that.
Then let me write something for the papers. I have a noticeable name. Why not use it for something other than fodder for gossips?
I would never ask that of you, but thank you so very much. We'll find a way.
That we will.
I know we will. If anyone can outwit this, you can.
We won't give up then. We might just need to give it time, but we won't give up. Now, I'm certain Ada's mother will be wondering where I've stolen her off to. We must retreat for the evening, I fear.
Of course, you must.
Thank you for a fine time and the chance to scold you.
Yes, thank you ever so much. Each of our evenings together replaces the last as my favorite.
Thank you. Both for your company and patience amidst my increasingly regular fits of rage at the company.
Once you've seen the future, it's bored. We've seen it in the engine, and thus it will be. I am sure of it. Good night.
It won't work.
The difference in engine already works in theory. If they give me the money...
Not the engine. The girl. You're a brilliant man. You can't play the fool if you try.
Of what exactly am I being accused?
She's too young for you. She's too storied. You'll make a mockery of yourself.
I will do no such thing, as I have no intention in that direction whatsoever.
Good. She's not going to be your wife.
Have I ever said as much? I have not.
No, you have never said as much. But you write her. You invite her to private dinners. You manage her mother. That's far beyond the pale for a friend. Very much her senior.
A friend indeed, and only that. She's an effervescence for the mind.
Oh dear.
Leave me be. She helps me think.
Your mind has needed neither help nor fizz before.
You introduced her to me. You mentored her child. You speak so well of her.
I do, as I do of you. And for both our sakes, pursue her not.
You know me well enough to know better.
I do, Charles. I know you. You cannot resist your next best idea.
I will kindly request that we speak only as mathematics for the foreseeable future, Mrs. Somerville.
All right, then. Don't carry the one, Charles. Good night.
Dear Mr. Babbage, I must thank you for Lardner's trigonometry. I have had quantities of formulae to work out, and have destroyed a great deal of paper in this pursuit. What can I do to help you with your marvelous machine? I do hope to see you soon. Yours truly.
At our last dinner, you spoke of the future. The idea of foresight has lodged itself in my temple from that evening on, and I find myself in a state of intense thought. A new idea forms in me. It feels as though I stand in a valley thick with fog. I can't see where I am, much less where I'm going, but the fog is lifting. A path is revealed. One step at a time, I go forward into the future. I thought you would understand. Yours?
Yours.
Babbage.
I had a thought.
What kind of thought?
Well, what if you call me Bird as a nickname? That's rather lovely, isn't it?
What kind of bird?
No, just Bird. Birdie. Hello, Bird. Something.
Hello, bird.
And what shall I call you? Lord Eagle? Master Hawk?
Hawks eat birds.
Ah, yes. That would make a rather poor metaphor for matrimony, one hopes.
Oh. My sisters wish to offer you the dressmaker for the wedding. They'll make all the arrangements, silks and things.
How kind of them, though I do have a fine dressmaker here.
Theirs is better. And I plan to make honeymoon in Auckland and then on to Somerset. Perhaps to stop at Ashley. I thought we retain a London residence.
Oh yes, we absolutely must keep a home in London. Mr. Babbage's salons and Mrs. Somerville will have us for dinners and lectures.
I thought we'd be in London for the birth.
Oh, whose?
Whomever you deliver first. I'm much like Anne for a girl and George for a boy. Children are God's gift and man's peace of mind.
And lectures, I suppose, are neither.
I have no opinion on lectures.
A lecture might help you find one.
Miss Byron, will you be a good wife to me? I'll thank you, to be honest, as I know well your lineage.
Perhaps a balanced equation is best. I will be as good to you as you are to me.
It seems I must be frank. We are both aware of your need for a husband of my standing, but I need a good wife. I am not smitten by your fame, nor your father, and I will not take kindly to a life of excessive attention. I will do everything I can to make you happy, but I will expect domesticity, integrity, fidelity. I'd like to know your mind before we proceed.
My mind, well, that you cannot have. All else, however, as is a wife's duty, I will give to a loving husband. It seems then that it is your mind we need to reckon with before we proceed.
Yes. Well, very good then. And I hope you know that I will be devoted to you and care for you deeply and...
Miss Byron! Hello, I'm so sorry to rush in.
Charles, I didn't expect you until the evening.
Or at all. Good day.
I'm so sorry, I didn't see that. Forgive the intrusion, I took an early train. I had to, you see, I think I have a thought.
Oh my, shall we walk?
Now?
That would be most helpful if I could not interrupt.
You do, actually.
Oh, you don't mind, do you, darling? We were just chatting. When Charles has a thought, it's best to take a turn in the garden and extract it for him.
I don't see why it's
Birds fly, that's what we do. Off we go.
Good day, sir, and many thanks for letting me borrow Miss Byron.
Soon to be Lady Lovelace. Very soon, in fact. Huzzah!
Oh, isn't that very good? I'll be in the garden.
I was going to tell him. Let me tell him.
I hope you don't expect Mr. Babbage to have free rein to come and go in my house.
No, but this house is mine.
You know exactly what I mean. It's rather crude, don't you think, to carry on like this? I don't understand your relation to him.
Mathematical.
Miss Byron.
Well, I don't understand it either, but there he is, the nation's genius waiting in the garden for me. So I'll take my leave of you all by my little self.
I fear you don't take me seriously in my objection.
To what do you object? He's my friend. Am I not allowed to keep a few of them after we marry?
Not with your reputation.
That's not fair.
Forgive me.
No, I don't think I do forgive you.
No, shut up.
A gentleman would never
Sorry,
say such a
sorry.
thing. No, I'm glad you said it, actually. You've been wanting to throw that at me since we met. If you think me damaged because of some stupid flirtation as a girl, or is it my father's shadow that makes you flinch? If there is darkness in me and it worries you so, then look away. I'm not forcing you to marry me.
I want to marry you. I will marry you.
He's a friend. He's just a friend.
Then we shall speak of it no more. My dear bird.
I was in such a state about the difference engine, but the truth is, that design was never right. So I kept at it and turned it over and over, and then a new design. A better design, so much better than the former.
But how is it better?
It wouldn't be able to perform any operation set for it. Not just finite differences, not just polynomials, anything.
What kind of anything?
Analysis, an analytical engine.
Analysis.
The most elaborate equations, the most complex functions, it could do them in minutes. The difference engine was designed to solve only one kind of equation. The analytical engine, as I imagined, would solve anything you put to it.
But you said a machine that could multiply was a fantasy, much less...
I was wrong.
I don't think I've ever heard you say that.
multiply, divide, find roots, manage polynomials of any order. It could process a logarithm in the middle of dividing a 100-digit number by a 30-digit number. It could multiply 2 50 digits in 1 minute.
Mr. Rabbit, this
I know!
Charles, it's...
I know! The idea of a computing machine with this kind of power and flexibility is impossible until foresight, prevision, planning. If you could plan the actions in advance, if you could store results until needed. Have you ever seen a Jacquard loom?
On holiday with Mother a few summers ago, and the most beautiful patterns made by machine.
Punched cards.
Yes, that's how they tell the loom what to weave. A hook passes through to raise a thread, no hole, no thread. Rather ingenious, really.
For the engine. Punched cards.
Oh, for the operation.
For the operation.
For the engine.
For the engine.
Punch cards that you instructed.
Do anything instead of weaving
It
threads.
would be numbers, it would be programmable.
And reprogrammable.
Change the card, change the operation.
Any computation, any combination of computations, any time you like. It would be completely
Universal. Charles, it would be universal.
If I could figure out how to make it work, yes, it would.
Yes, it would. My God. I feel like I'm witnessing the beginning of something absolutely grand.
Do I understand that you're engaged?
Oh. Yes, I am.
That's cause for celebration then, isn't it?
One question.
Yes, of course.
Why didn't you ask me to marry you?
I don't know. I mean, I do. I
You
mean,
don't have to tell me, but there was a reason.
I'm sure there was one.
The difference between 0 and 1 is the whole world, I find.
Whatever you think I am in your mind is more perfect than I could ever be. The theory of a thing is rather faultless.
The theory of a thing isn't real.
Some things can only exist in the theoretical.
Some things should be tested before they're locked up in theory. How do you know a thing will work as you hoped it would? Until you make it and see.
I should.
No, Charles, please.
I should go rest before dinner.
I'm sorry, you don't have to.
No, but I should.
You're going to make this new engine, and neither of us can quantify its import when you do. And for two mathematicians, that is certainly saying something. Good day.
So I hope that I can speak openly. My intended is a sensitive woman, prone to the fits of the fantastic and the demonstrative. Too much stimulation, and I fear for her well-being.
You have nothing to fear from me, sir. I want only the very best of this world for her.
Then leave her be.
Sir?
Either you will or I will. I do not think her constitution nor her reputation is strong enough for the both of us, and I have neither the time nor the mind to compete. I'll thank you to excuse yourself tomorrow morning and contain your friendship to the epistolary for the near future until she gets settled in the ways of a wife. You understand? Good day.
I know you think me harsh. I am. I will not let you suffer as I have. Now you must play along very well and earn the freedom you so want.
Why don't the men have to earn it?
Because they take what they want. For women, freedom comes with legitimacy. Marry well and then you're free. From your past, from me. Lovelace will be good to you. And we'll get him a tutor so we can at least carry on a conversation. He's rather good looking. That's true. Focus on that. And don't believe the poets. Love is either something learned or something lost. Make the choice while you still have one.
My dear Lord Lovelace, I don't think there can be any earthly pleasure equal to that of reposing perfect trust and confidence in another, especially when that other is to be one's husband. I am most devotedly yours.
With this you may be the happiest of the living, sweetest, rarest, firm. In all love and quite soon dearest matrimony, yours.
Lady Lovelace, though it has been months since we've spoken, I thought of you when I came across the enclosed book on a recent trip to France. Congratulations on your nuptials. Sincerely,
Mr. Babbage, alas, it's been far too long since I have written. Though I read mathematics every day, trigonometry, quadratic equations, though motherhood might diminish the time I have at my command.
what mother you will be, and no less a mathematician because of it.
You may have heard of the tedious illness which has occupied me since our second child arrived.
My dear, are you not well? Please expedite a response.
Worry not, dear friend. I am wonderfully improved, though still far from being strong. I must confess a great happiness that you are still bearing me in mind.
I am grateful to hear that your health improves. I have been invited to give a lecture in Italy this summer about the analytical engine at Turin.
Don't think me very brave if I presume to attend a conference with you. I would be light as air and just as quiet.
I insisted that someone transcribe it. I shall see it reaches you immediately.
Thank you for the transcript. Though I'm not sure how an Englishman's lecture delivered in Italy ended up in French. I translated it myself and am devouring it fully. Won't you come for Christmas, dear friend? Surely the machine allows you a holiday. Please come. Yours, Charles! I've never been more delighted than in translating your lecture. I really did feel like myself again.
I'm so glad, my dear.
Not half as glad as I, but you've made me so happy to be working again.
Are you not happy?
Oh no, I was. Or should be. Or am. I am. Children and husband and all the things one is supposed to have accomplished by a certain age. Don't listen to me babbling. How are you? I missed you so much. Our time together, it always fills me up whenever I fear lacking purpose.
You have more purpose now than ever, Lady Lovelace.
Isn't that a funny thing? A lady.
And a mother.
Which is less funny, quite overwhelming. My mind is always split. Did I ask how you're faring?
You did. I am fine. My mind is rather split as well. No matter what I kill myself to, I cannot stop thinking through this engine.
Of course you can't, nor should you. The analytical engine is, well, it's exactly what Menabrea wrote. It's gigantic, a towering idea, and the separation of duties is truly brilliant, keeping the results in the store while the machine processes in the mill. It allows for a multitude of operations at once.
The separation is why it works at all. Any result kept in the store may be reintegrated at any time into the mill, and on and on.
On and on. It's just magnificent. Your machine not only has muscle, but memory. It can be taught.
It's the punch cards. That's the key element.
And with them, the engine can hold the past, present, and future together at once in its beating metal heart. What a thing. What an impossible thing that is suddenly so obvious.
You've always had your father's way with words. I could have used your guidance with my lecture in Italy this summer. Some linguistic flourish would have been missed.
Oh, stop. I'm sure you were perfectly composed and obviously captivating. Menabrea
It will.
Oh, it will. That's wonderful. It will.
If you allow them the use of your translation, it will be published within the year.
Publish my translation. Mine?
Yes, rather perfect, and I trust this author's expertise on the matter. The journal will publish if you approve.
Of course I do, George! My goodness, thank you! Thank you so much!
No, my dear, I must thank you. Though I wonder why you didn't write an original paper on the subject with which you are so intimately acquainted.
Oh, an original paper, wouldn't that be extraordinary?
It seems all the excitement's in this corner.
Oh, darling, do come here! You know, the lecture I was translating, the one about Babbage's engine, is going to be published!
Your translation?
Yes, I'm going to be published!
Your wife's work is clear and strong, and in every way, an excellent specimen.
I'm an excellent specimen. Could there be a prouder husband?
There could not.
Then he approves of his wife, the authoress.
I do, I certainly do.
Your heritage would indicate such a fate most likely.
But mine shall be the poetry of science, less rhyming, more calculus.
Speaking of which, I was wondering if, along with the translation, you might perhaps add some further explanation of the machine. Some notes to give greater context and...
No, yes, I must. There is a noticeable lack of philosophical explanation that I could readily remedy. Perhaps a table, a diagram of some sort. Some way to show exactly how the engine would think, step by step.
Does it think? Can it think?
Not exactly, though.
Well,
Yes, it thinks in that process.
Exactly.
Precisely. What?
I'm sorry, darling. We're boring and confusing, and you can only be one of those in polite society.
Oh, you don't love this?
No, it's a certain kind of pleasure I get from seeing my wife so animated again.
Nothing animates like mathematics. I cannot wait to get started on this. Thank you. Both.
Of course, I see.
What does it look like?
What does what look like?
The algebraic...
Analytical.
Analytical engine, yes. What does it actually look like?
Well, it hasn't been built as of yet, but when it is,
And it will.
it would be a rather large, a very large, steel and brass and steam-powered
Loom.
A loom?
yes,
But the size of a ballroom.
A loom as big as a ballroom.
bigger. It could go on forever, really. The more gears one adds, the more work it can do.
And I suppose there's nothing stopping you from adding more.
And more?
processing power. Columns of steam and steel.
Then what's in the columns?
Numbers on gears.
Falling into line as the engine thinks and thinks.
So it's a thinking loom.
But with the heart of a train. Loud like a train too. Always clanging and smacking, beating and pushing metal into metal.
Gears locking to gears.
Cogs into columns and dropping from one end to the other.
The sound.
Sound would be titanic,
What?
wouldn't it?
We're going to have the heart of the train that has the nerves of the car.
Clicking and clicking, but not so regular. Contacting.
No! As the information passes through the machine towards its final solution, entire sections of the mill...
Oh, that's what thinking is done.
Yes, those sections would shudder and convulse.
Convulse?
With waves of switches flipping and spinning down its back like tumbling water, but not water, information, decimals, symbols, flowing and gliding and dancing.
Now it's dancing.
Information is converting and iterating.
Iterating and processing until
It stops.
it stops.
What happens when it stops?
Whoa. Sorry, the fish is stopped. Where is it going?
Ada, do you believe it's time to bid your children good night?
Oh, my goodness, how the day has flown by. Excuse me, gentlemen. When I return, I shall force Mr. Babbage to describe the engine's operations transfer in full.
Over dinner?
It's for the paper.
It's getting a bit explicit, darling. The giddiness. Your father, your husband's in the same room, and you're fawning over another man.
I'm not fawning when I please.
Mr. Babbage's letters have been constant, as I'm sure has been his affection. I only caution you.
Mother, we're working together. I'll have no more of this in his presence nor in my house.
You think he would have left you alone now that you're married?
Wasn't that supposed to be our arrangement?
Your letters have brought her great joy. And now this, I haven't seen her this lifted in ages. And I thank you for it.
You are most welcome. I hope you don't mind your correspondence.
I do not. You see, you've been a great friend to her, and a steadfast supporter. I feel I must apologize to you for my over-emphatic slight, but she's lucky to have you as a friend, as am I.
Well, that's very kind.
You see, the births haven't been altogether easy on her. Her health has always been poor, but your correspondence has strengthened her throughout her trials.
And I am grateful for that strength, as it is I who take strength from her. She has a kind of electricity to her.
She certainly thinks so.
It is hardly mine. It truly is.
She is. But I still feel I need your aptitude for mathematics to fully deserve her.
Oh, no. No.
Love is a changeful thing, is it not? The more life we share, the more I care for her. We were in agreement before, but now I think we're in love. Of a kind? My understanding was it worked the other way around, but I guess I don't care as long as she's happy.
She seems happy to me.
Does she? Good. And I hope it strengthens evermore until, as they say, death do us part.
I will tell you, love does not stop at death. Once you share a life, especially children, the soul compounds itself. My wife is always new to me even now.
Forgive my ignorance, I didn't know you were once married.
Yes, Georgiana. She was so young when she died. She wouldn't recognize me now. That's an odd thought, isn't it?
Good women make for better men, or something like that. Could you explain to me what a logarithm is?
You might ask your wife.
The boys are showing your very kind gift, Charles, but then again, that seems to be what boys do with everything.
Darling.
Yes, dear? Oh. Dear Mr. Babbage, I have been working very hard for you, like the devil in fact, which perhaps I am. I have made some very important extensions and improvements to the processing. You will admire the table and diagrams extremely. Lord L is at this moment kindly inking it over for me. He is quite enchanted by the beauty and symmetry of it.
Bertie, is this to your liking?
No, darling, he's got to be able to read it. Please, sum it up your best handwriting.
This is my best.
Then sum it up someone else's. It must be nice to have Mary in front service. I, poor fairy, get only mortals to wait on me. I have made Lord L laugh by referring to this paper as my child. I think he is an uncommonly fine baby. You know I do not believe my father was a poet as I shall be an analyst. Closed is our revised and corrected translation and notes in its entirety. Your fairy forever, Ada.
Sketch of the analytical engine invented by Charles Babbage.
With notes by the translator.
Good Lord! Your notes were twice the length of the translation.
Thrice. Oh, this bit's rather good, I think. The engine is not merely adapted for tabulating the results of one particular function, but for developing and tabulating any function whatever. A new, vast, and powerful language is developed for the future use of analysis.
Yes,
With command inputs via punch cards, there is no limit to either
I am reading
quantity
it.
or magnitude of numbers used, and the diagrams turned out quite well, I think. Producing the Bernoulli numbers proves that the engine can do anything mathematical. Most professors cannot manage Bernoulli, but it can. I proved it can. The program I laid out is flawless, because I found one of your flaws, by the way. Carry the one, Charles. Now, I set up every command given to the punch cards, and every corresponding step the engine would take in a calculation of this complexity. And I know you don't particularly agree, but I might have snuck in the part about the engine one day writing songs.
Supposing that the fundamental relations of pitch sounds were inputs, the engine might compose elaborate and scientific pieces of music.
Yes, I rather love that thought. A singing machine.
say something. I've worked so hard, and I think it's quite brilliant. And as far as I know, this type of work is unheard of.
It's perfect! Pray do not alter not one word. All of this was impossible for you to know by intuition, yet you know it as thoroughly as I, bigger than I. You see its future.
I do.
And the music.
Well, if the engine can process numerical inputs, it could theoretically process any symbol. Notes instead of numbers is what I see.
Yes, notes, numbers. It makes perfect sense.
Does it?
Over and over again, you surprise me. You shock.
Don't I sound alarming? There are only a few more corrections for the printers. They rather insist on capitalizing all my subscripts, which quite alters the meaning of B sub 2n minus 1.
I hope you know how grateful I am for you, and how much I hope you know.
I do, as must you. No. Then we should both be quite satisfied with ourselves. Our work, the paper, which is truly the best of both of us. We have finally made manifest so many conversations. Our collective dream, it seems, is real. We are, in this respect, complete.
Complete.
Yes.
Partners, really?
Partners.
In this respect?
Oh, yes.
Yes.
I'm so sorry.
Bow down in hope, in thanks, all ye who mourn. Where in that peerless arc of radiant hues surpassing early tints, the storm subdues. Of nature's strife and tears 'tis heaven born, to soothe the sad, the cynic, and the forlorn.
A lovely loving token to infuse the hope, the faith, that power divine endures. With latent good, the woes by which we're torn, 'tis like a sweet repentance from the sky, to beckon all by sense of sin oppressed.
And prove what loveliness may sprinkle the sighs, a pledge that deep in fancy leaves a breast, and hidden light may burn that never dies, but burst through clouds and purest hues expressed. I have to go. I have to go. Train, catching a train. I'm sorry, I can't. I must go. I really must.
Of course. And I won't keep you much longer just to broach one more issue before you go, if I may.
Charles?
No, I just have a small preface that I wish to see attached to the paper. A short note, really. A small introduction to the piece, then your translation, and then your marvelous notes.
What sort of preface?
Just context. Contextualize the engine. Its development, its varied history.
Has it had a varied history?
You'll understand when you see it. I do have a draft here somewhere. Here it is. Good. It will, I think, add a touch of weight to the paper and some, frankly, necessary blame for the great delay in seeing this work come to its proper fruition.
Forgive me. You mean to preface the paper with this letter to be published in the journal as well?
Well, yes. The scientific community will, I think, be interested in the sightless ministers of this crooked government who defunded the difference engine to the great loss of this country.
Charles!
The difference engine would have been made if not for the Prime Minister's complete lack of...
Don't do this. This is lunacy.
lunacy. I beg your pardon?
The viability of the difference engine was without question, even as its first breath was squeezed out by the government's miserly and Charles, really. You cannot be serious in this. To print this is to shame the government with common libel.
It is not libel. You know it's not. It's a short statement of only true facts and justifiable opinion.
Is it signed?
What?
Is this short statement signed by you?
Well, the paper is yours. Yours and Andrea's, not mine.
So you would have me put my name behind this.
I'm not asking you to claim it as yours.
By not claiming it as yours, yes, you are. This work, my good work, that took months of my time, and you would tarnish it with such foolish name-calling that everyone will know comes from you, no matter whose name you put behind it.
They didn't fund it because they are sightless and cheap, and they need to be pilloried and mocked for it, not be elected. They are doing damage to the intellectual vibrancy of this nation, and they cannot survive if they mock me. They will never mock me again.
Then stop making it easy for them.
If this information seems to come from me, they won't listen.
And if it seems to come from me, it's a lie.
You cannot refuse me on this.
Excuse me?
You cannot.
Oh, I very well can and will.
You will print it, yes you will. It will be printed as I laid out.
I will never let it hit the page.
This I did not expect, that you would end up like the rest of them, burning the bridge as I cross it.
I'm saving you heaps of embarrassment. The publishers will never consent to printing it either.
Then you will retract the paper from such idiot purveyors.
I will retract this paper from print? Who are you? Who would have me efface months of work and time and, if I do say, leaps of mental acuity in translating not only the French, but you are not a complexity into the vernacular of reality. You would tell your friend to simply retract it.
If she were a real friend, she'd do it without question.
I am your very best friend, and thus I cannot and will not support you in acting in a manner not only wrong, but suicidal.
You defy me then.
Is it not you who define me, my good sense?
Oh yes, sense is your family's most ruler speaker.
Exactly, you are using my name to sell your lies, and you know it. I am a prize for you. I am your protege, and I am every bit the genius you are.
So you keep telling everyone.
I see we have turned a corner that I fear will lead us off a cliff. I will see myself out, Mr. Babbage.
Yes, you wouldn't want to miss your train.
Do not punish me for protecting us.
From what?
Each other.
I don't need your protection, my dear. Not from myself, and not from a social life.
Oh, my mind will employ when it serves you, unless the woman attached to it objects to a ludicrous thing, then you dismiss her as a turncoat fool. Well, you can be so easily manipulated, you know me not.
And yet you've done everything I've asked so far.
Then it's a good thing you're too scared to ask for the things you actually want.
It's my engine, Ada.
It's my program, Charles. My work.
Your work is my work. This work, this idea, everything in this is mine first. It doesn't exist without me, and neither do you.
Like your engines. Do they exist? I have yet to see them. The designs of which you wrote so exuberantly would beg the question, where are the machines themselves? Why does not the great man with the great ideas produce any great thing? Why? Because you're scared.
Of you?
Of yourself, you coward.
Coward?
Perhaps you hate these ministers because you fear they're right. You can't be trusted to produce anything but promises. Oh, and models.
I could say so much worse of you.
Oh, yes, the girl with sin in her blood, who talks and dreams and believes in so much closer than other girls do. Is a romantic worse than a coward?
I am not a coward.
You are scared of your best ideas. This engine could be made. It should be made. And if it's not made, it will be because of your cowardice and the fact that you turn on your friends.
My friends turn on me. They always do.
You're an ass, Charles. You are the thing in your own way. A mountain of your best ideas weighs nothing if because of some counterproductive form of perfectionism that die in your mind.
I won't be something to being that's not perfect. It's not perfect, why do it?
That's a clean way for a coward to sound like a hero.
I am not a coward.
You are scared of everything except what's in your own head. And that is where your best ideas are buried, unmade, and unmet.
You've lost your mind, your decorum, and you're not making any sense.
And you You make nothing. You dream, you promise, and nothing comes of it, and it's all or naught, and you can remake the world, but you're terrified of seeing your dreams in the daylight.
What? Ada?
Do not touch me. Here's the truth of things. We need each other.
My dear.
I'm speaking. You are brilliant, but unpleasant. I am brilliant, but unrecognized. I see only one solution to both save you from yourself and me from mediocrity. We must continue to work together. Partners is what you said, and I agree.
I did not mean ours as a business arrangement.
What if it was? All I want is for the engine to be built. That's all I've ever wanted. If I could craft it so that you would engineer it into existence, would you let me manage everything else? Let me do that work, while you yours. Partners.
You call me a coward, and then you propose to work for me?
Well, you would really work for me.
Are you mad?
That's not what I meant. I meant that I could manage the money, the relationships, the business. And if any of your machines are to be made, there must be a business to it.
And you would manage me, keep me in check, make sure I trade nice.
Exactly.
Except you're not. No, never.
A bit of management can take you from 0 to 1. The entire universe is in their difference.
If you stay small enough, this is impossible.
A machine that could think was impossible until we told them it could be done.
It doesn't think, it takes orders. Therein lies its value. My dear, you are out of your depth here, not least by speaking to me like I am an overactive child. You need to keep busy lest they ruin the wallpaper. Secondly, I would never, in the millennia, trust you to manage my money when I have consoled you on your gambling losses more than once.
The algorithm was correct, the horses were wrong. And I was trying to raise money for you.
Well, stop it. You're reversing yourself and me by association. What I want, instead of your questionable financial and entrepreneurial guidance, is time. Time is what I want. I need peace of mind to talk to the damn thing, and time to listen.
We don't have time.
We don't have anything, you and I. We don't.
No, we don't. Neither friendship, nor sense, nor time, nor the years we watch to realize this dream. We don't have it. We have nothing left, and no time at all to make anything real.
My dear, you must tell me right now what's wrong.
A bit of everything at the moment.
Ada, what is this?
Something like the beginning of the end. The doctors, I think they're placing bets on whether I'll survive the winter.
What on earth are you talking about?
It's what I've been battling for years. It seems it's winning. I'm told there's little for it but prayer and laudanum.
No.
Neither, which makes me think straight.
No, that's not right.
You know, my father died at 36.
Ada. No.
I'll be 35 next month. I'm still mad at you.
Good. I'm still mad at you.
Good, because I won't accept your pity.
Well, pity's for strangers. What I have for you is a plan. I have friends, I have doctors at the medical school, and I have a commandable, programmable calculating machine that might or might not write an algorithm. And it must be built. We also must plan to visit the great exhibition next month. A world's fair of technology and industry. Inventors for miles. You'll love it.
I heard they're covering Hyde Park in glass.
Yes, the Crystal Palace. A fine design, I could have done it better. Still, steel and glass, and 100,000 people inside. And we will go and see the future together.
Please don't leave. I fear it will get back. Byron's don't seem to die easily.
You are not your father.
I think of him so much now. It's like memory, and yet I never knew him. But I do know him somehow. I know that he died alone, which is my greatest and growing fear.
You are not alone.
When it gets bad and I'm not myself, please don't leave me,
I won't, my dear.
Please, Charles.
How could I leave? Your father's an interesting man. You're the only one who understands me.
And what's up with you? Did you know you said you wanted time to talk to the engine? Did you know you said that?
Said what?
You said, I need time to talk to the damn thing. You meant the engine.
No, I didn't say that.
Yes, you did. You're a bit poetic after all, talking to inanimate objects.
Hush you.
Hush you, titanically rude malcontent.
I'm not content if you're,
What am I? Tell me.
a barkeep of some sort. I don't know.
I'm a bird.
Not a fairy?
I suppose both have wings. I made wings as a girl once. Almost dove off the roof if the nanny hadn't grabbed me. Though I'd like to think I would have flown. Or perhaps I'm just a flightless bird.
An emu!
Did you say emu?
Flightless bird, I said.
You're calling me an emu.
I'm not. You're calling me an emu.
That's the worst thing anyone has ever said to me.
I didn't say it. You did.
No gentleman should call a lady an emu.
What can I give you, Lady Lovelace?
All the impossible things. And hurry.
My dear Ada,
Dearest Lady Byron,
I find it quite in vain to wait until I have leisure, so I have resolved to set out for you.
your daughter's health slips in rapid decline. Her pain brings her great fits of either howling or whimpers. The laudanum's the only tool I have to ease her pain.
I have taken with me papers enough to enable me to forget this world and all its troubles, and if possible, its multitudinous relatives.
She's
Everything in short, but the enchantress of numbers.
She's not as she once was. I know not how to help her.
Mr. Babbage, I write to entreat that you will act as my executor in the event of my sudden decease. No mutual knowledge of any two human beings in this life can provide such stable ground for faith and confidence as ours.
As her mother, I ask you to consider joining us. Residence to ease her pain.
Most affectionately,
Farewell, my dear and much admired interpretress.
With haste.
Ever most truly yours.
Mr. Babbage, my daughter is not well and not improving. I'm left to manage her affairs and she is no longer capable. I ask you to leave her in peace. Let me be clear, you are welcome here no longer.
Lady Byron, you've known me almost 20 years now. You know my deep concern for your family. You cannot put me out.
Concern has always been, even when deeply inappropriate, for my daughter, who's no longer accepting visitors.
I am not a visitor. I'm the executor of her will.
I don't care what honor and she threw at you on one of her supers. You are not family and not welcome.
I insist on seeing her.
You may insist, Mr. Babbage, but you will not enter.
I know your ring that is in her name. I know her hand. This is not
She
it.
cannot do it herself.
She would not want you speaking for her.
Mr. Babbage!
Mr. Babbage, your concern is noted. Thank you. Please leave.
Sir, I was late to leave Byron.
Please leave, sir. She is no longer your concern, nor your puppet, nor the woman you or any of us knew her to be. There is nothing for you here. Good day.
Coming around almost every day now, no propriety at all.
I do not care much for propriety. I just want peace. I want her well.
She's not going to be well. Not ever again. We must hold fast to etiquette.
Etiquette doesn't help her pain. She's drowning in it.
She doesn't talk to the deacon. She doesn't pray. She refused mesmerists, I said. She doesn't even get off the couch.
She can't stand.
You push that drink down her throat all day.
It's the only thing that helps her sleep. It's the only thing that eases her pain.
Suffering is the price we pay for sin. It is not elegant, but it is sometimes necessary. Only God can forgive and relieve us.
excuse me,
Good thing he gave us opiates.
excuse me.
And what about that deacon around this house? Evangelists and mesmerists do not help her.
She cannot be helped.
Excuse me.
Yes, I'm sorry, my dear. Yes.
We shall be late for the grand exhibition if we do not collect ourselves at once. All of our friends will be there, at the Crystal Palace.
She's been talking about the exhibition all week. She thinks it's last year.
Charles will meet us at the Grand Fountain.
Ada, the exhibition's over.
There shall be no more mention of Mr. Babbage.
But we're going to see the displays of industry and technology. The Crystal Palace is all light and glass. Have you seen it? A world of windows, and Charles is taking me today.
Ada, please stop.
He's going to miss me if I'm not there. And the children, no one should miss their father.
Their father?
It's a lot of them. She's delirious. She doesn't know what she's saying.
What do you mean their father?
I don't want to hear her rambling anymore. I just want her to sleep.
The soul cannot rest unconfessed.
She's not confessing. She's drunk.
Do you know Charles, the great man? He builds engines and I tell them what to do. Did you know our engine can sing? Birds and machines.
Ada, please.
And you confess your love for that man then?
Do not want you feeling this fantasy of her.
When we met, we danced with no music. But I imagine the music. I hear it still. It's in the in-between of things. That's where love is. And every other impossible thing. You know you've made it there when you hear the song. Can you hear it, sir?
God will purify her now.
Don't care what he does with her. You're the one of that house now.
Lord Lovelace, Lady Byron, please.
Oh! God help us, it's him again.
You know, she wanted to be buried next to her father in Hucknall. Not near you. Nor me. Nor her children. But the man, she only knew it meant. She'd rather that than the life we gave her. That says something about her, doesn't it? Or us. Just let him in.
I will not.
Let him in!
No, but she just cleansed her soul of it.
She needed you and hated you in equal parts. You know that, don't you?
Excuse me.
Are you a nice man, sir?
What?
I think I know you. And I think I know that you are good.
Very few people are in the end.
Oh. Is this the end? I have a book I'd like to take with me.
Come in! Someone should be here who cares.
Sir, may I please say that?
You may not!
Mr. Babbage, for God's sake!
Lady Byron, I will see this woman, and there's no respectful reason why you should stop me.
Charles, darling, I was going to meet you at the Crystal Palace.
You should have stopped yourself. Mr. Babbage, from the beginning, you should have been a
I was
gentleman.
never going to be unkind back to her.
The whole place is glass. The whole thing is a prism.
You should have let her go.
Rainbows and lights.
She was never going to leave you. The grand science, the father she never had. Now look at her. Abandoned and ruined. Laudanum's on the table. I'll be outside.
Goodbye, Nana. I don't much care for her lately.
My dear, what could I do? I came every day. She would have let me in.
We were going to the Crystal Palace today because the whole thing's a prism, and our boys will see the future.
What's this now?
But I can't play the piano anymore. My fingers are stuck. The music is coming. Can you hear it?
Music?
Yes. You see, there is music in everything because there is mathematics in everything. Hidden all around us like the prism finds a rainbow. I wrote a poem about a rainbow once. It's rather good, I think. My father's a poet. I'm going to meet him at the Crystal Palace.
I'm in. I'm right here. Why don't we rest?
Before we go to the Crystal Palace.
Yes. Before we go, we will rest.
And what will we do there?
We will walk.
In the glass?
Yes, and by the fountain.
I do so love the fountain.
So we'll sit by the fountain.
And wait for the boys. They'll want their father to show them all the feats of wonder.
Yes, the boys meet us there. And our girls, of course. 3 boys and 6 girls.
That many.
Oh yes, our house was overflowing flowed.
Was it? Yes. Yes, it was.
It was.
Children, you must find and show them what we made. The engine and the music and the children must be shown the future.
The future?
Yes. It will be lovely, I think. I think I'll rest now. And then we'll go to the Crystal Palace.
Perhaps I'll sit here with you. That's all right?
Of course, my darling. That'd be lovely.
Would you like a poem? A poem might be just the thing to help you rest.
Did you know poems have heartbeats? My father taught me that. There's a bit of maths to them, too. 1, 2, 1, 2.
She walks in beauty like the night, cloudless lights and starry skies. When all that's best of dark and bright meets in her aspect and her eyes. Thus mellowed that tender light, which heaven's guardian maiden eyes.
Oh God, what
One shade the more, one ray the less.
if the number system is not stopping us?
Half compared that nameless grace,
What if we change the decimals to?
which waves in every raven tress,
Yes, we can increase the memory of only all that could work.
her softly lightens over her face.
With only 2 symbols, it could recite more commands, more results, process faster.
Her thoughts are released, be expressed.
2 numbers, not 10.
How pure, how dear, the dwelling place.
On, off, whole covered. 1, 2.
Love that cheek, over that mouth, so soft, so calm, yet eloquent. The smile of the wind, who tints that blow.
It's not 1 and 2.
No came to this bed.
It's 1 and 0.
Mind at peace with all the gloom.
0 and 1.
A heart whose love is
Over and over again in every combination in the world. That's it. That's the future. Is this the future?
I'm not exactly sure. Feels more like nostalgia to me or poetry.
Excuse me.
They're very similar. Lots of pining. Nothing to be done, but rather lovely though.
Did you say poetry?
Yes, I can't seem to escape it. No matter what I do, everything ends up worse. Hello.
Hello. You're a poet.
Precisely, or regrettably, if you're my wife.
Are you Mr. Byron?
No, I am Lord Byron, a title I, in the traditional English manner, did very little to deserve. And you are? Forgive me, why could you? Have we met or fought or?
No, we haven't met exactly. Once I'm told, but I'm so sorry. I'm at a loss for our exact function.
I'm sorry, a function.
A relationship involving 1 or more variables. It's a metaphor.
I'm usually quite good with those, but you put me at a loss, my dear.
Is thy face like thy mother's, my fair child? Ada, sole daughter of my house and heart. And last I saw thy young blue eyes, they smiled, and then we parted.
God, child, Ada?
Correct.
Oh, my dear.
Also correct, I suppose. Hello.
Hello. I thought of you. Oh, very often.
Likewise. Well, 3 nights and 5, or 4 and 7. The percentage is certainly in your favor, but I'm afraid it's not 100.
So she turned you into a mathematician. Despite what she did, didn't she?
I'm afraid so. Even geography was too potent a subject.
What did geography ever do to her?
Gave me more places to run to. She turned me into a scientist.
What in God's name is that?
An explorer of the fundamental principles of the universe. Like I'm told, a poet is of the heart.
speak very well, child. I'll take credit for that. Did you read my poems?
Yes, I read them all.
I wrote about you.
I realized that once Mother told me who you were.
Which took how long exactly?
18 years.
That woman.
She was not a fan.
I married the one person that couldn't charm.
Why did you do that?
Why did I do that?
She's not very nice.
Well, neither was I. We all have our magnificence and our mistakes.
Sometimes that seems to be all we have.
It certainly tends to be all we remember.
Memory taunts me. What could have been, but wasn't.
That's not memory then. That's regret.
I have never found them separate.
You have a shadow to you, my dear.
Yes, well, perhaps you should take credit for that as well.
Excuse me?
Actually, you'll need to excuse me. I'm about to repeat what I know about you, and to most people it will seem like a torrent of insults, but I wish to hear from you what is true.
You needn't say any more.
You know of which you're accused. Adultery and abandonment, leaving your women and children across Europe to fend for themselves while you prance off to the next bed.
Ooh. I have never pranced in my life.
That's not even the worst of it. Not even the
I know what
worst.
you're going to say. You don't have to.
Is it true?
Say.
Incest!
She was a half-sister. No one was hurt.
I was hurt. I was. Everyone thinking my father disgraceful and disgusting, that all of that was in me, waiting to bleed out. I've spent my life glared at or gawked at or gossiped about. I couldn't live my life because of yours.
And why was that?
Because I was your daughter and not your son.
The human condition is spent along the tight wire between want and ought. What's we crave and what's expected. I would not live a life of expectation. Certainly it was not my own making. Nor should you. To live for passion, to live at all. That was the choice I made. I could not have made any other. Your mother knew my wandering was inevitable. She knew it and she waited for it. And she lived drunk on her dramatic suffering and silence. But I was always coming back to you. I just never quite did.
Why not?
Because I've always been the most comfortable amiss.
A miss is your excuse for blackening my life, for leaving me never knowing who I never knew. I never knew if I was real to you. Do you know what that's like? Not knowing if you're real or a dash of fiction in your father's mind. It's unhealthy.
But it also made you unusually comfortable with the power of imagination to set the world on fire.
I'm not sure if you're defying my expectations or perfectly adhering to them.
I will excavate a compliment in that. And attempt to convey my apologies. Oh God, I don't know. What is the etiquette of this? For leaving you, my dear, I am sorry, but I think we both must acknowledge I would have likely made your life much darker in the end. I tend to do that.
I just wanted some of your greatness in my life, in me, and I might be the only woman in England who doesn't care what you did. You were a great mind, a great man.
Yes, just not a very good one.
I've been in acute pain for so long, and I suddenly realized I wasn't.
I never imagined you hardened or sad or lonely. In my mind, you're still a child with no worry.
You missed the middle part then.
I meant that I tried to imagine you happy. I wish that for you.
Wishes are rather useless things, I find. There is no metal to them.
A metal wish. Doesn't that sound like a nightmare?
Does it?
Yes, it does. Dear God, I hope you're not one of those. modernist.
Of course I am. Who's not a modernist who doesn't hope to see the future? Machines are that future.
Like hell they are. You cannot make things better than people.
But people can make things to better the world.
Machines cannot better us if they've got no hearts. Machines can't love.
Good for them.
You would really like to be heartless and cold.
Painless and unburdened. Yes, I think I would have rather preferred that.
And this from the daughter of a romantic.
From a daughter who trusted numbers more than people. Numbers do not lie, nor leave, nor die.
I like you very much. Most people can't say that to their children. The words that were spoken. A million verses vanished the moment I left her side. And I can see it now, this agony to imagine.
I will excavate a compliment in that.
There's truly no greater one I have, truly.
You know why? I don't exactly know why, but I asked to end up next to you. In case you're wondering who that strange girl is beside you, it's me.
And now you are free. You are free, and now you are free.
Here I always thought true freedom was impossible.
Well, that's what that seems impossible stays impossible.
Oh dear, what if he actually built it?
Built what?
Or someone did?
Built what?
The engine. If he did, it could hold the past, present, and future together, like it seems to be doing right now.
I'm sorry, did you say an engine?
Like a mind.
An engine with a mind.
No, the engine is a mind.
Which is all the more impossible.
Isn't it? Isn't this? Impossible things don't stay impossible. Once you imagine it, then it starts to exist. What if it exists? Now it exists, which is why we exist, which is why we're here at all.
Which would make all a figment of someone's imagination.
Yes. And computation. 1. Did you hear that? Can you hear it?
Yes, but
0.
what is that? What are you doing?
I don't know, but 1. I think I might be programming it to make music.
Programming what?
The engine.
The engine makes some music.
Yes, music. 0.
But where is it coming from?
1. The same place we're coming from. 0. The in-between of things. The impossible future that isn't impossible.
And you're programming the impossible?
Well, someone has to teach it to sing. 1.
And all the gears are spinning round. They spiral up, they tumble down. It fills the room, this dream of mine. The numbers falling into line.
December, so I hope you can stick around for that. We'd love to have you. But if you have to scoot, then that's great too. Thank you so much, and we'll see you around.
Hello everyone, we'll go ahead and get started. My name is Sarah Fankhauser. I'm a biologist here at Oxford College. And actually, before we get started with the development session, I just want to say a huge thanks, a round of applause for Nick Cussett, who is our director here. Thank you. So with me right now I have really three amazing women, and I'm so delighted that they could be here with us tonight. I'm going to just very briefly introduce them, who's going to be their names, and then give them a chance to say a little more about themselves and any thoughts that they had about the play. So with me right here is LaTonia Taliaferro-Smith. She's also a biologist here at Oxford. Beth Crompton, who is a computer scientist, and then Christina Lee, who is a faculty member in mathematics here at Oxford as well.
Well, thank you again for staying. I thoroughly enjoyed the play. As Sarah mentioned, I'm a biologist here at Oxford College. My responsibilities here are as the director of the laboratories for the biology department, and I also teach an independent research course. My background is breast cancer research, and I thoroughly enjoy training undergraduate students and learning how to be good cancer scientists. And I'll be happy to answer any questions that you may have.
Hi, I'm Beth. I don't really have a connection with this college. I'm a computer scientist. I started out as the only woman in the computer science department at my undergrad. Got my master's degree, went to the Peace Corps, taught computer programming in Tanzania. Currently, I'm working for a small software company in Smyrna. I was the first female engineer there. In my copious free time, I also do circus acrobatics, and I have an aerial fabric act as Ada Lovelace that I performed at a science festival a couple of years ago, which is how I got invited here.
My name is Christina Lee, and I am the director of the mathematics center here at Oxford. So I did my undergrad at Bryn Mawr College, which is a women's college, and then I went on to get my graduate degree from RPI, so Bryn Mawr is a small liberal arts college, and then RPI, Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute, is an engineering school, and the male to female ratio was 3 to 1. So it was a huge change for me going from very supportive undergrad to graduate school. And my research is in computational neuroscience.
So we really just wanted to chat about, as a woman in the STEM field, how this play kind of spoke to you in your experiences. But I do want to just open it up to questions that might be coming from the audience. And of course, I have some of my own if no one wants to ask any questions. But does anyone have questions that they would like to ask? All right. I'm not sure if you remember that at the very beginning of the play, when Ada meets Charles Davidge, she has this moment of lack of confidence, where she says something along the lines of she's just like a small girl of no importance. So did you ever in your life feel this lack of confidence as specifically tied to you being a female?
Specifically for me, it's kind of twofold. I was raised by a very strong woman, and in a family of very strong women. So we were taught from very early to be very confident in ourselves, no matter what. But in this field, there have been attempts to make me feel less confident. And I think had I not had that strong upbringing in my background, then probably would have felt very out of place and very awkward. And so every moment that I get to talk to, especially women and young women who are interested in STEM, I do talk to them about having confidence and standing up and serving yourself and never let anybody go for you, no matter what.
All the time. Unfortunately, I didn't have that. I was raised by very religious parents in a very patriarchal tradition. So I learned I was supposed to be quiet and nice and polite and not contradict men. This is not good advice for life. It will not get you anywhere. So it's been a struggle through my life to remind myself that I know things and I'm right. And to argue for myself and advocate for that. So it's a struggle.
I would say the same. There are definitely specific moments in my career where I learned confidence. I think my upbringing was similar to yours. It was very religious. And so there's specific rules that I had to adhere to. And certain ways that I had to act, and for sure when I was in graduate school, especially going from a women's college to an engineering school with that kind of ratio, it was really, there were specific moments where I really lacked the confidence and felt like I couldn't speak out because of my status kind of as a graduate student versus advisor or someone that was there before me. And so I've learned since that, if you feel like something is wrong, you should just really just stand up and say that I think it's wrong, or this is why I believe my answer is correct. And it's something that I unfortunately learned in graduate school.
So one of the things that is very obviously missing from Ava's story is a strong female role model. And so in your lives, how has that been important, or has it been missing?
Well, it was very important for me, and on many occasions I actually have to seek out strong female role models, because in the field that I'm in, it's primarily dominated by men, and so I didn't have many women role models that I looked up to, but I did seek out and was able to find mentors, and those mentors also helped to build the strength that and confidence that I already have to be able to move forward. And they led by great examples. So the women who I did seek out were very strong women that figured out the whole system and how to navigate successfully without feeling like you're an imposter in this field.
I'm still struggling to find strong role models in my field, which is one of the reasons I love people like Ada Lovelace. They're very inspiring. But so in the dance world, there are a lot more women, and there's a lot of strong women who run their businesses, and I try to be around them a lot and learn from them.
So I didn't really find strong female role models in my career until much later on, and a piece of advice someone told me just maybe 5 years ago is, sometimes it's better, instead of focusing on finding one person to mentor you, it's kind of better to have kind of this executive board kind of, a wide range of different women who can mentor you in different aspects of where you want to go.
And I want to say that the mentors don't necessarily have to be in your field or doing something that you're interested in. As long as they're good, strong women who have navigated, different career paths or different obstacles in their life, we can advise you without you having to go through the difficulty that they've gone through. So again, seek out mentors in different places. So for example, I have an academic mentor, I have a professional mentor, I have a personal mentor. So I have different mentors that play different roles for me. So I guess that's a good board.
If I were board. Just try to spend a lot of time with really strong women too. That's helped me a lot.
Could you sort of define what a strong woman is to you? in that context? Because I think sometimes we have this ideal standard of strong being like, you know, mental strength, emotional strength, physical strength, all of this like seemingly unachievable status, but I feel like oftentimes the role models that we find aren't necessarily this like perfect picture of an exemplary example of food. So like what does that look like on a daily basis to you all?
That's a very good question. I think being a mentor is usually have to be strong. I know. Again, you're right. You probably won't find a perfect role model in one, which is why I seek out different people. So there are women who have demonstrated, success in navigating difficult situations in their careers. So I'll seek out those women with career advisors. So they might not necessarily be strong in every aspect that I'm looking for, but I seek out women who I know are strong in those things that I need advice in. So maybe framing it like that.
They don't need to be perfect.
No.
They need to be able to tell you, what you need to know at that time. Like a good friend of mine. So she consults psychics, which is not necessarily the best way to get advice all the time. But at the same time, she is great at writing angry emails. And she will help me with that, writing these really angry emails, outlining exactly what the problem is and exactly what she expects to happen. So whenever I'm mad at somebody, need to fight with someone and have a paper trail, I get her on the phone. Say, how do I say this?
Yeah. But like you were saying, there's no perfect person, and everyone is flawed. And for me, the people that I seek out are people who understand their flaws and have somehow overcome them or navigated, used their flaws to kind of navigate kind of their careers. So that is. For me, my flaws are very open in my mind, and so knowing women who have been able to use that and still navigate and find success is very important to me, and have been hearing those experiences. And so that's why I have lots of people that I talk to, and that's what I look for when I'm looking for advice: honesty.
And a good mentor is not going to tell you just what you want to hear. So that's not a person that you want to just tell. You need a person to be real with you. And not only just be real with you, but they can also advise you and how to navigate and deal with situations.
I was wondering, you're talking a lot about the strong men in your life that you look up to, and I was just wondering, now do you see yourself now as strong women, as young women who need advice and mentorship?
I try to be, but I think it would be fair for me to answer that question myself. I do have some of my students in here, but I do take it upon myself to really mentor and talk specifically about things that I think are crucial to women who are interested in this. And so I'm an open book. I share my experiences and my stories with my students because I believe that if I've gone through that difficult path and paved it, then the students coming behind me shouldn't have to take a difficult route. And so I share my experiences. And anytime they have questions or want to talk, I try to make time for them in that respect. And they don't have to just be my students. It could be, any student that's in me.
She's helped me.
Honestly, so I think that just by participating in a panel like this, a discussion, this is kind of our way of reaching out to other young women to say, we know what it's like, right? And we want to help other women.
I try really hard. We have a lot of co-ops, like students from Georgia Tech that work at the company where I am, and there's not usually many women. But when there are, I really try to make sure that they get heard, because a lot of times they're very quiet, don't want to speak up, and model someone speaking up. And also, I campaigned really hard for and got the company to start stocking tampons, which is such a simple thing, and it's so important to make women feel welcomed.
I wouldn't say I formally mentor, maybe I do, but I mean, I would say that, especially in the Math Center, there's definitely lots of students that come in that ask questions, not always related to math, and I try to kind of give them my advice, and sometimes I repeat, they come back, sometimes they don't. But I also have 2 younger sisters who, they're 6 and 8 years younger than me, and so I never try to tell them what to do, but I try to give them guidance through my experiences and what I see. And give them the hard advice when they need it, but don't push too much if they're not ready to listen.
If you guys don't mind, could you share a specific experience where you felt like you have experienced a sense of failure or felt like you couldn't move forward or lack of confidence anytime throughout your journey?
I kind of dropped out of grad school with just a master's and ran away to Africa. It happens. Sometimes, it's like grad school's hard and it's not worth your mental health, honestly, at the end of the day. Sometimes you do need to stop what you're doing, do something completely different, and reevaluate after that. I kind of have something similar. When I first went to graduate school, part of graduate school is taking a written exam, then you have your oral exam, and then you present you want to write your dissertation on cultural candidacy. And the first thing is the written exam, and before the first day I stepped into my advisor's office, he said, you need to write a letter to the graduate board saying that you need extra time to pass your written exam because you came from a women's college. I wrote the letter because, he's my advisor, how could I say no, but it just kind of set the faculty on notice that I'm not a great student, and it definitely did rock my confidence, even though I passed the test on the first try. But the thing is that it kind of just perpetuated that. So my oral exam was 2 times longer than everyone else's. It was just question. And then when it came to my candidacy too, I couldn't pick the advisors that I wanted. My advisor was like, no, you've got to pick these people, and which was okay. And but again, my candidacy was twice as long as everyone else's, and at that point, and plus my project had no solution too, and so I took a year to travel. And on the flip side though, when I traveled, I kind of became aware of my career path, and despite what all my graduate professors said, I kind of created this career for myself, and I'm here. And supposedly the other day, my name came up, at dinner, and all the professors were like, yeah, actually, Christina was she was a driver her year when she was here. She was actually really good. and actually the committee member once told me, who had since retired, said, if we had known that you would have been so major success, we would have not given you such a hard time.
Is there any stereotypes that you feel people attach to or men attach to as women in STEM? What are they?
Lots of them. Well, one of the things I found was troublesome in the first half in academia, especially if you don't go on a tenure track position, was that when I talked to some of my mentors and professors who were older women who decided to put their family and everything on hold to pursue their career because they were told and saw that if you didn't pursue it full force to get tenure, and if you delayed it because you wanted to be a mother and a wife, then that wasn't an issue. And so that I struggled with that aspect of differences. If a woman wanted to take off for a year for maternity leave, then that would put her behind a few years. equal professor. It took her 25 to equal professor. So disparities like that a lot of times were discouraging. But then, I just decided to push on. So I did something that was probably crazy. And I knew going to graduate school that eventually I wanted to have a family. I was married going to graduate school. But I saw these female professors who, for whatever reason, didn't have those families. And so I just started talking and asking, why, or when is the best time? And this is when I started getting the stories about so many women, because of their career and how it would slow down their career, decided to put up their family. And I didn't want to do that. So I made this wild, crazy decision to have my first child, my first year of graduate school, and my second child, my last year of graduate school, because I felt under the pressure to have my family established another way so I can start my career and it would interrupt my career. And it shouldn't be like that.
I had a professor, or my advisor in my first year of graduate school, tell me that I was actually doing pretty well for a girl from the South. And at the time I was like, oh, thanks. And then I was like, oh, wait. That's not really a compliment. And honestly, like that one comment kind of made me think about my success as being qualified from there on out. That even if people were telling me I'm doing really well, it was always, well, I'm doing really well for a woman. And what does that mean? And for me now, I've kind of gained my confidence and realized, well, hell yeah, I'm doing pretty well for a woman. And that's like even more of a compliment. Because women are badasses and they're doing awesome. And so now I take it as like, even if people don't mean it, I'm going to take it as like this uber compliment. But it took a long time, several years, many years to get to this point of confidence.
I got my graduate here about my third year into my program. 4 years into my program was really that had I not got married and had my children, and I would be doing so much better, so much further along in my program. And of course, I'm not going to tell you how I responded to that. But I finished with a PhD in biochemistry and molecular biology in 4 years with 2 children and working full-time. So threw that in his face and dared him to ever have that conversation with me again, or any other female for that matter. And we never had that conversation.
People usually just assume that I don't do my job. That I'm the bookkeeper. People have actually said, oh, I thought you were the bookkeeper or something. Or can I actually talk to a real engineer? And that destroys the entire conversation, your entire relationship with that person, because you know that they make that assumption about you. It really ruins your whole day, too.
So I think, yes.
Do you find that if you have a traditional feminine response to something, do you find that your peers lose respect for you if they're men?
My traditional feminine response is because I'm very Southern, and I use that. So whenever they start explaining things to me, which my male colleagues like to do, my favorite response is, oh, bless your heart. They get so angry and they can't think of anything to say. So I use the traditional feminine, be a Southern woman.
I found that if you respond, typically they're shocked and won't push back. But the women who don't respond, don't stand up for themselves, and those are the ones if you stop it, then typically that's not an issue. Sometimes women do movies who just don't get it the first 2 or 3 times. I think they usually get it.
For me, I've learned to pick my battles, so to speak, and whether or not I can make headway with someone by speaking up, and whether or not it would ever change their mind. Perhaps I should be a little bit stronger and more vocal, but
You should be whatever kind of woman you want.
This is a challenge for me. I'm a crier. Like when I get to that point of frustration, it's hard for me to hold back emotion. And it does make me think, like, if I'm to that point in front of a male colleague, what are they going to think? And it's gone to that point several times with several different male colleagues, and honestly, I don't know what they think. But I have zero advice for this. It is a challenge.
You didn't lose your job.
So maybe the last few minutes we could just end with our advice for young women or any women that are in our fields, thinking about our fields, or just trying to navigate being a strong woman.
Just a simple thing. Don't let anybody or anything stop you from what you want to pursue. I will also say this for the men that are in the room. There are a lot of men mentors too who are phenomenal and who support women in STEM. And so I applaud those men too. As a matter of fact, one of my mentors is a mom as well. But seek out good mentors, female or male. Never let anybody sway you from your belief in what you can do, and just push forward.
Say your happiness is your own responsibility. You have to do what you got to do to make your life work for you. And what that's going to look like is up to you, not what anyone thinks you as a woman should be.
I might find kind of cheesy, but I would just say, be true to yourself, honor kind of what's in your heart and what you want to do. And sometimes you just have to be creative and open-minded of how you're going to navigate the situation, and you can do that. If you're true to yourself, and you can be creative to find your way forward and to be happy.
I would say my advice is exactly what I've done tonight, which is surround yourself with other strong, amazing women and people that can elevate you and lift you up and help you build your own confidence. And so I'm so lucky to work with amazing people that inspire me every day and give me the confidence to go out and help other young women. So I just want to thank all three of you so much for being here tonight and taking the time